People think they've spotted Jackson's ghost. Now, we're going to see this now. Take a look. Watch very carefully.
Hi, Larry. We're inside Michael Jackson's bedroom suite with Miko Brando, our tour guide here, and you're looking at the doors, and you can see the locks on the doors. Miko, privacy was key in this room, obviously.
Yeah, he liked his privacy. When the doors were open, you know, it was okay, but when he locked, he wanted his privacy. He had his privacy.
This is one of the bathrooms.
Okay. Chilling. Did you see the shadow at the end of the corridor? That was actually looked like the ghost of a smudge. It's absurd, really. People watch footage like that and make wild assumptions. It's obviously a ghost, but why assume it's Michael Jackson? It could be Nat King Cole, it could be Benazir Bhutto, it could be Kurt Cobain, Somerset Maugham. We don't know. Every time they talk about ghosts, it's Michael Jackson. Let's keep an open mind.
Wouldn't it have been great if there'd actually be someone with a white sheet but moonwalking? Could that be Michael? Possibly.
OK, many Jackson fans made a pilgrimage to the Staples Centre. What do you think Sky News did to spice up their coverage of them? Frank?
They did that thing that they do on FA Cup final day. They found some people who hadn't got tickets, and then they gave them tickets for the Staples Centre.
You know what? You're absolutely right.
Oh, wow.
That's what Sky News did. They gave away 2 tickets. Let's take a look at the moment in question.
Right, I'm going to record it on Skype Plus when I go home.
Well, how would you like to watch it inside the Staples Centre?
Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Are you serious? Oh no! Oh my God! Oh my God!
Yes! Yes, our icon is dead! Yeah, we're going to see his family cry in 3D! Yeah! Don't forget, if you register on Sky's website, you could win front row seats to the next Chinese mining disaster.
I found that quite lovely.
You found that lovely?
Yeah.
It's the news! They shouldn't be doing that on the news. That's Bruce Forsyth's fucking job.
I have to say, if Bruce Forsyth offered me 2 tickets for a funeral, I'd assume they were for him.
OK, next question. ITN posted an extraordinary report online, which they quickly removed. We're going to take a look at the beginning of it, see if you can work out why they tried to get rid of it.
When it comes to public outpourings of grief, nobody really thought the death of this woman, Princess Diana, could be topped, until the shock news that Michael Jackson had died. And it was pretty much the memorial to top all memorials. Yes, even Diana's. So let's take a look at how they measured up.
Yes.
That's true.
Charming. Charming, I'm sure you'll agree. Yes, they presented the memorial events as a playoff.
That's true.
But which do you think ITN decided would come out on top?
Can I ask, did they reanimate them as boxers and have to fight each other like 2 princes following the coffin, bang! Children in the front row, bang!
No. That's a brilliant idea.
I'm going to go for Michael Jackson. They said he was better than Princess Diana.
OK, Michael I Frank?
I think I mean, they didn't have Elton John, so yes, Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson. Grace?
They'd have to go for Diana, wouldn't they?
Well, let's see who's right, shall we?
The coffin, or the casket, well, Diana's was a little more understated, draped in a flag, while Jacko's, well, it was pretty bling. And what about the rest of the floral decorations? Well, Diana nudges ahead here. The fans, well, both rank highly when it comes to loyalty and devotion. But Jacko's ability to get people dancing gives him the edge. The celeb tribute, well, who could forget Elton? But Jacko, well, he's not called the king of pop for nothing. And at his memorial concert at the Staples Center in Los Angeles, the A-listers, R&B stars and Motown legends just kept on coming. The final score, King of Pop 3, Diana 1.
Yes, it was a 3-1 victory to Michael Jackson, who goes on to meet Tutankhamun in the final.
It's just the worst thing I've ever seen.
It's like somebody in charge just went, listen, we want you to do a comparative piece, just have fun with it. Have fun with it. It's not going to mess up.
They have been hurriedly going around, ITN have been hurriedly going around trying to remove it from YouTube, and people keep putting it back up. So now we've broadcast it. Fuck you, ITN!
Was it just me who really liked it?
Do you think the news should always be like that?
I'd like more graphics in it. Get a sense of a league table building.
Like a cup of blood that fills up.
That would have been brilliant,
What
yeah.
about a sort of bucket that you sob into? Like on It's a Knockout when they used to, like you sob into it and try and get a little plastic boat out of the top. Well, sorry, Grace, you backed the wrong harrowing event. Well done, Frank and Josie. That's a point to you both.
Oh.
They're rocking. Do come back after the break, when we'll move on to the much more realistic events taking place in the world of Torchwood. Welcome back to You Have Been Watching. Now, our TV club choice this week is Torchwood, which was seen by 6 million people last week on BBC One. As well as asking you at home to watch it, our guests here tuned in too. Let's take a look. Adult Doctor Who spin-off Torchwood was all over BBC One last week like a sci-fi rash. A heady blend of zany Scooby-Doo hijinks, unbridled sexuality and exciting violence. It's a bit like a kids' show that stayed up past its bedtime, drawn some nasty pictures and learned to swear. Not swearing for once was Peter Capaldi, who starred in it alongside 500 Welsh people, Martha Jones 2.0 and John Barrowman as the ageless, unbreakable Captain Jack Harkness. A man so tough you can blow him up with a bomb in the guts and he'll grow back just how he was before, down to the buttocks. The story involved the 456, a mysterious alien race with a terrifying demand.
We want 10% of the children of this world.
Oh, thank God for that. I thought they wanted something important. Along the way, we saw millions of children chanting in unison like a scary St Winifred school choir. Loads of fake newsreaders from around the world. A quarry. Some unexpected deaths. Gunfire. Explosions. Genuine chills. Outright silliness. And a surprisingly bleak finale in which Captain Jack had to sacrifice his own grandson in scenes which made him look a bit like a 5-year-old at his first rave. What did you make of it?
I loved it. I loved it. That's all I have to say.
All right, point to you.
No, I thought it was brilliant. I really enjoyed, oh, God, so much of it. It was funny and that didn't ruin it. And I really liked Gwen as a main character. She was great. Oh.
Well, we were getting messages from viewers who seemed to sort of have a love-hate relationship with it. Somebody called Miles Cook told us, watching Torchwood is like watching Andrew Lloyd Webber. You're never quite sure what's real and what's not, and there's always an aspect which makes you feel slightly sick. I have to say, I've seen previous series of Torchwood, and it's always struck me as a strange mix of children's programme and adult material, so it's a bit like Chucklevision with cum shots. But I really liked this, because it started out really quite childish, like a children's programme, and then it got progressively more bleak, which is something I like. So it was more like an episode of Magic Roundabout where Dougal got a harpoon in the ribs and then slowly just bled to death. Grace, you're pulling a face.
That's just my face. Well, I mean, yeah, it upset me. I thought the monster was a bit crap.
The monster? Well, we'll get...
Well, it was just, you know, it wasn't very scary, was it? It was just basically like a BBC prop department skull. Kind of spraying on bongo at a screen. That wasn't... Maybe you could have made it a little bit scarier.
I think we're going to take a little look at the 456. Every time it got pissed off, it sort of holds a dirty protest. Have a look.
And the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. I think it might be easy if we take those names as read from now on, don't you?
There you go. Basically, the 456 it looked like an outbreak of the norovirus in a smoker's lounge at Gatwick Airport. Every time they asked it something it didn't like, it would just go and vomit everywhere, like Gordon Ramsay in his kitchen. Did you like its negotiating technique? Because I thought it was brilliant. I intend to use that in my everyday life.
There was a bit where he went, Peter Capaldi went, I'm sorry, I don't think I understand you. And the aliens went, I'm sorry, I don't think I understand you. I was like, classic.